2022, and I'm proud to say that for the last couple of years, about almost 10 years now, we have been having a friend with IEF supporting these anti-poaching teams. So what are these teams? It's a 12-man team with a cook and a driver. They don't have an headquarter. These are young men who have gone through trainings, both in government and internal trainings. They spend their nights and time where the elephants are, directed by our communities in terms of information sharing. They are multi-ethnic in nature. All have been granted national police legal status to carry firearms. Northern Kenya is really in a terrible place in terms of illegal firearms, and the poachers themselves carry sophisticated weapons, and that's why these teams have been granted that status to protect themselves and to protect the elephants against the poachers. So in particular, I'll be talking about 9092 in this context, but we have 8 of such teams, all distributed geographically and according to elephant populations. Those working in Isiolo Central and Sera is 919092. Then we have 93 where Ian is positioned now, plus 97 protecting the Hirora. Hirora is they're almost extinct. There are only about 400 left in the world and only endemic to coastal Kenya in Garissa. Then we have 94 protecting about 180 elephants to 200 now in Marsabit in north of Kenya. 96 is a critical team formed in 2020 covering Western Kenya, and there's a possible connectivity between the 600 elephants around that space in West Pokot connecting into the Uganda population. Last year, February, we collared 7 elephants on the Kenyan side and another 20 elephants in Kidepo Valley landscape. And the trends are showing cross-border possibility of connection of those populations. So these teams spend their time where the elephants are 24/7, 365 days in a year. You can only alternate to give each of the rangers 5 days on off duty. You see at the bottom there is them in a night patrol with their car. Their car is their house. So those are the roles of those teams. What is the daily routine of a ranger? You know, when you see these numbers of poaching going down, somebody has been working tirelessly on the ground. He wakes up 5 in the morning, train for 1 hour on physical training, morning briefs and patrol after having breakfast, and then head out for patrol. When he heads out, it's not an assurance that he has to come home safe to his family, but with the training skills that we give them, the level of equipment that you have, and the protection and legal status given by the government, with strong legal legislation on them enforcing the law, is the daily life of a ranger. So that's a picture there of our mobile team way back in 2012 when poaching levels were really high. They wake up, take their breakfast, head out on patrol. They find out a carcass of an elephant. Of course, it was shot by a bullet, and then they head out to find those poachers. These teams, they were able to arrest last year in relation to bushmeat over 29 people, and they confiscated 19 motorbikes of illegal bushmeat. I'm saying this because there is a correlation between bushmeat, trophy poaching, and even road banditry in northern Kenya. So when you are dealing with one crime, you are definitely dealing with the next. So that is a picture narrating the daily life of a ranger here in northern Kenya. Next.